How's it going, guys? Coming at you with another video. Today I got the Springfield Armory MC Operator 1911 with me. I'm just going to do a quick field strip, show you guys how to do that. Then after that I'll get a little more in detail about it, what I've got on it, what I've attached to it, and my opinions on it. So, well, let's get started. First off, gun is empty, so physically and visually check the chamber. And of course, nothing in the mag well. Got two magazines here. There you are, both empty. Alright, so let's get started. First off, we got the recoil spring plug right here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press down on that. Some 1911s have an extended guide rod. And how you'll know that is if you lock it to the back, you will see an extended guide rod right here. If that's the case, then you will probably need a bushing tool to get that bushing off. What that does is it helps you press that down and get the bushing off. With a short recoil spring guide rod, recoil guide rods, you don't need that because you can just press it down with your thumb. As you see, press the plug down with your thumb. Oh, that's the flashlight. And then what you do is you take the bushing, you swing it out 90 degrees to the left. Keep in mind that plug is attached to the recoil spring, so that could come flying out at your face, so try not to point that towards you when you're taking it out. Alright, after you got that out, you take the bushing here and you go ahead and swing it counterclockwise. Try to get it through that spring to about the 4 o'clock position. Keep in mind, it will only come out in that 4 o'clock position because it's got that little lug right there that comes out only when it's lined up with this little gap right here. Alright, after we do that, if you notice, there's going to be 2 notches. This is for the slide stop, and this is where you're going to want to go to get the slide off of the frame. You're going to want to put that right over the slide stop. So the back one is the one that the slide stop catches on, or the front one. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and push it forward to the next one, the little rounded one. After you get it there, flip the gun over. You see that right there? You're going to go ahead and press on that. When you do that, that's going to bring the slide stop out just enough to the point where you can grab it. Go ahead and put that to the side. After you've done all that, you can go ahead and remove the frame from the slide. After I do that, I usually like to put the safety on, just because I don't want to accidentally hit that trigger and have that hammer slam down onto nothing, because that could be damaging to the hammer or the frame. So go ahead and put that to the side. And here we've got the slide. Now to take the recoil spring and the guide rod out, all you have to do is grab it, pull it forward, put it to the side, and then there's the barrel, which most handguns, to get the barrel out, you're going to want to pull it towards your hand, but with 1911s, what you do is you pull up to release the lugs from each other, and then pull forward, and take it out of the front of the slide. And there you go. That is the basic field strip for cleaning purposes. And to get it back together, you just go in the opposite direction. So first off, we're going to take that barrel, put it back in the front. There's this link right here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring it to the back. What you're going to need to do later with this link is you're going to have to line it up with that hole, and then this slide stop is going to go through both that hole and the link at the same time to keep things together. And yeah, but for now, you can bring it to the back like so. And then you take the recoil spring, bring it into the front of the slide there. If you see here, there is a little cutout on the guide rod. You're going to go ahead and take that and put it along the barrel, like so. Alright. And now the slide just slides together. You can go ahead and look at your frame. This is a Series 70 1911. And as you can see here, there's a solid block frame right here. There's nothing going on. With the Series 80, what they have is they have extra safety mechanism right here, which I will show you a little further into the video. But for now, if you do not have that, go ahead and put it together. But If you do have the Series 80, then you might want to fast forward the video to the point where I show you, because there is an extra step involved. But yeah, for now, with the Series 70, what you're going to want to do is take the safety off, line up the rails, put it together, flip it back, right side up, and then line up that rounded notch with this square hole. Now, like I said, there's that link in the barrel. What you're going to want to do is take the barrel and make sure it's all the way back. And as you can see, you want to line it up so the hole in the link is lined up with the holes in the frame. You're going to go ahead and take that slide stop, put it right through, and you want to be careful with this part because if you do it wrong, you could scratch the slide or scratch the frame. You're going to want to go in exactly parallel with the frame. Make sure you get it in nice and clean. Seem to be experiencing a little difficulty. There we go. That's in there nice and good. Bring the slide all the way forward. Then you go ahead and take the bushing, put it back into the 4 o'clock position. Make sure that slides all the way in. Swing it around to the left till it's in the 90-degree position. And take that. What you can do is you can take this, and as you can see, there's a little edge right here. What I do is I bring this plug down. I swing the bushing in until it catches that edge, and that way I can reposition and get a better grip. Press further down, then bring the bushing into the place where it needs to be. And that is pretty much it. Do a little function check. Put in the empty mag. Make sure it locks up. And that's about it. Alright, and what I have here is my Sig Sauer 1911. This does have a Series 80 safety in it. This is a Series 80 1911, and what it does is it has a extra safety mechanism in here, and as you can see, I have the safety on so that I can pull the trigger without the hammer falling. But if you look right here, it's not a solid piece of metal like Springfield Armory. If you see here, there's like a little lever where if I press the trigger, if you watch right here, when I press the trigger, it pops up this lever. And what that does is when that lever pulls up, it presses down onto this plunger right here. And as you can see, the firing pin, I'm pressing on it, it won't go forward. And as you can see, it doesn't break the plane over here to the point where it cannot fire around. So what happens is when that plunger lever pulls up and hits that, let me press it down with my thumb, it makes it so that the firing pin is free moving. So now it can hit the round and it will fire. So it's just an extra safety mechanism. But the problem is when you're putting it back together, it can be a problem because when you bring the gun upside down to put the slide back on, as you can see, it can fall up like that. So when you're putting the slide back on, the back of the slide can hit that plunger lever. It's not that big of a problem. All you do is just hold it down with your thumb, and sometimes it pops up just a little further. This, as you can see, doesn't have much resistance. Some other 1911s with the Series 80 will have a little bit more resistance, and what you do in that case is just bring the slide a little further forward, get a little momentum, and get it right past that. And after that, just follow the instructions that I gave before to finish the job. After that, it's all the same as the Series 70. Alright, and now that I've shown you the difference between the Series 80 1911 and the Series 70 1911, I just kind of want to go over the positives and the possible negatives of having the 80 series. All right, so obviously the positive is that it is an extra safety mechanism. So that means that plunger is there for one reason. It's to make sure that that firing pin does not move forward unless you pull the trigger. So the trigger is directly connected to a lever, and the lever presses the plunger, and once the plunger is pressed, that means the firing pin can move forwards and backwards. Unless that plunger is pressed, then that firing pin can't really move, as I showed you. So that means if the hammer were to slip for some reason and you didn't pull the trigger, that means that hammer is going to hit the firing pin, and that firing pin is just going to hit a block, and it's just not going to move forward. It's not going to hit the round. It's not going to go off. That's not the case with the Series 70. All right, but the possible downsides of the Series 80 are that obviously extra moving parts means that there's more stuff that could break. So that means if that Series 80 for some reason broke, and for some reason that lever broke and it wasn't pressing the plunger no matter if you pulled the trigger or not, then that means your gun's non-functioning. But one positive is that there are ways you can take out the Series 80 safety. So what you do is you just completely take out that plunger, and you take out the lever, and then in place you put in some sort of piece that you can buy. But I don't know, I'm not going to mess with it. Another possible downside is some people say that because the Series 80 has extra moving parts connected directly to the trigger, that could possibly increase the trigger pull weight. So yeah, supposedly the Series 70 is supposed to have a lighter trigger pull than the Series 80 due to the fact that it doesn't have that extra stuff attached directly to the trigger. And tell you the truth, my Springfield Armory here does have a slightly lighter trigger pull, in my opinion, than the 6 Hour. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with whether it has that safety or not. It could just be the gun. Maybe it's just has better polished parts or something along those lines. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if it has a lighter trigger pull. It just feels lighter to me. So that could just be in my head. But yeah. That's the Series 80 versus the Series 70. But now just to get to the review of this gun. Yeah, no, I love it so far. I've been to the range 2 times with it. I've probably ran about 300 rounds through it. I wish I've run more, but every single time I go to the range, I do bring quite a few guns with me, so I really don't get to spend too much time on any one gun. But yeah, what I've done to this, and obviously I've attached a weapon light. This is the TLR2 HL. I think it's 600 or 630 lumens. It's light and laser. There's laser. There's light. And that's light and laser, even though you're probably not going to be able to see the laser in the video. But yeah. There's that. I've added this as well. This is a Wilson Combat slide stop. This is a excellent upgrade from the original. The original is it's gloss black, just like the slide here, and the bottom is rounded. So sometimes when you're trying to engage the slide lock, your finger kind of slips off of it. This is much better. I mean, it costs $60, but it's definitely an upgrade. And I also got a Wilson Combat magazine release button. What it does is it comes out a little further than the original, so it's easier to hit. I also have this right here. This is the extended magwell. Comes attached to this mainspring housing. I also had to replace the mainspring housing internals because Springfield Armory has slightly different internals than most standard 1911s. They have a pin system in their mainspring housing that they came up with that makes it so like the spring size is slightly different. So I actually had to replace the internals as well. Perhaps the original internals would have worked because they did fit inside this mainspring housing, but I never got a chance to fire with it. I just decided, since I put on a standard mainspring housing, I might as well go out and get the internals that fit that mainspring housing before I fire it, which I did. But yeah, that extended mag well definitely helps with magazine changes. On top of that, I've got these VZ grips right here. They are the Operator 2s. They're very comfortable. I believe they're made out of G10. The texturing is amazing. It feels great. This little thumb groove for the magazine release is in the perfect spot. And yeah, it's definitely also a great upgrade. But the thing is, once you take off the original grips from the MC Operator, the original grips are the Pachmayr grips, which are the rubberized grips that wrap all the way around here, which is why this MC Operator does not come with a checkered front strap. So I had to go ahead and add this traction tape that comes from VZ Grip as well. I also have traction tape that I put on my P-Mags, but that is actually the exact same traction tape, but these come pre-cut from VZ Grips to fit perfectly. This top is supposed to be rounded, but despite the fact that I've only shot 300 rounds for this gun, I've done a lot of dry fire training and reload drills, stuff along those lines, so I've gripped this quite a bit, so that is why it's kind of coming apart. But I did go ahead and buy 3 of them, so it's just time to replace that. I just need to take it off and put a new one on. But so yeah, I've just gone ahead and decided to replace that front grip where the check ring should be, so that you guys can see what it looks like with a fresh front grip. I kind of did put it on a little off center, as you can see right there. The gap right there is quite thin, while the gap right there is a little bit thicker. Last time I did have it pretty perfectly centered. This time not so much, but I mean, that's just cosmetics, so not too worried about it at all. But yeah, there she is, the Springfield MC Operator in all her glory. Yeah, there's a bunch of reviews online. Everyone seems to love the Operator series, especially the TRP. I mean, everybody apparently loves the TRP. That's seems to be pretty much one of everyone's favorite gun, if not their absolute favorite gun, in their 1911 collection. So apparently that's a really nice 1911. This one, I walked out the door with it for $1,213. I think the TRP is, I'm not sure about this. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe it's a $1,400 gun before tax, gross, and background check and all that, so it's probably like $1,550 out the door. Didn't really feel like spending that much, so I just went ahead and bought this one. I thought it looked great, and it's a Springfield Armory Operator, so I knew it would run good. Yeah, I don't know. One downside with this gun is it does come with these little crappy welded steel floor plate magazines. So I did go out and buy the Wilson Combat 47D 8-round magazines. Looks similar to this, but this is the mag that came with a SIG. But yeah, I don't know. Highly recommend the gun. Yeah, if you get a chance, go out and get one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys got any other questions or comments, go ahead and just post them down below. I'll get to the questions as soon as possible, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.